Let's see, just waiting on the chat to load. And gravy, everything's going wrong today. Alright, well that looks like it's working. So anyway, one of the reasons I just had to restart everything was just because the computer was chugging like crazy. Although I probably am going to get a new one pretty soon. So either way, like I was saying before, a lot of the changes have been mostly to improve the game. You do have hearts just come by a lot quicker, and then the dialogue's a lot faster, and then as well as the day to night transitions are a lot smoother. So that's pretty much what we got going here. Yeah, well, this thing definitely wore out its shelf life. Anyway, that was kind of my fault for kind of jumping the gun with that one. As in, I started the stream before all the programs finished loading. That looks a little better. Although I did use CCleaner yesterday, so I don't really know what the issue is really. But then again, this computer is about 4 years old, so that's like ancient according to or with everything today. So either way, what we gotta do is so what I'm trying to accomplish this first day is I'm just trying to get enough hearts to get the holy water, and eventually I do have to save up for the chain whip, because I think I'm gonna bypass getting the dagger. Because, truthfully, that's not even that useful a weapon anyway. And then we get to meet the zombies at night. And then the good news about these guys is that you can get plenty of hearts from them. Or they're probably the best way to get hearts. And then as I say that, they don't give me any. But either way, I think what I'm going to do is just stay here for a little bit. Because unfortunately, during the night you can't really visit any shops or do anything like that. But you can go to mansions though. And basically the idea of this is that we're trying to go into mansions, collect all of Dracula's parts, and then burn them at his castle. So if this sounds kind of familiar, it's because it's kind of the same plotline in Symphony of the Night as well as Harmony of Dissonance. They do the same thing where you have to collect Dracula's remains. Or actually, I think Harmony of Dissonance kind of does that way too. Because then the remains come to life and then Dracula gets reborn. So that's kind of how that went. And I think the max you can have for hearts is 250. So really the goal is I want to get to at least 200 because I think the chain whip is 150 I think. Except we're not going to see the chain whip for a while, so at least we got some time to gather our parts before then. And then also in this game you can get 3 different endings depending on how long you take, as well as how many times you end up dying. So I probably should explain some of the basics with this game too. Let's see, you have your time there, which is how much time's elapsed. You have experience, and then when you get to 100, you get a level up. So leveling up means you get more health, which is always good. And then you have hearts, and then whatever item you have. And every time you get a game over, you do end up running out of hearts, or you do lose all your hearts. Although it is always kind of weird that in the Castlevania games, hearts are used for everything but health. So I know in Aria Sorrow they were used for soul power, and then there's also sub-weapon in other games. And that's currency in this game, which is kind of odd. But that's where we are in the world. Although you kind of do have to be on your toes with this game because it's actually a lot quicker when it comes to these kind of things. Alright, where are we? Alright, 186, I think we can work with that. Definitely less than ideal, but oh well. And also with Simon's Quest, this game does have a really kick-ass soundtrack, and a lot of these tracks are still pretty iconic today, such as Bloody Tears. And then with that Brental Floss song, he ended up using this track. And then I think I Want to Be the Guy does it too when you're in Transylvania. Or trying to get up to Dracula. Experience boost. And also this game does have the same clunky mechanics as our kind of clunky jumping. So that's something we do have to worry about. Because I kind of feel like in 1 and 3, I kind of feel like it suits the level design pretty well. But then in this game it kind of doesn't really work as well. I don't know, this is me though. So let's see, I think what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to get to another town just so I can go ahead and just get more stuff. This is where we have to start using the holy water. I'm actually gonna bypass this one because I want the chain whip instead. And then one thing that's also really helpful is that they give you direct hints as to where you're going. Now that one is actually kind of odd, but... And then that one is the church, and every time you go into a church, that's how you get your health back. So that's something you gotta know. And as for those clues at the end of at the dead ends of mansions, you do have to use a holy water to get them. And they kind of just tell you different hints with everything. Work it. And... yeah, I gotta get to 150. That's kind of disappointing. So I think I do have to farm a little more. So this guy's eye movement. But fortunately he did not have a concussion, so that kind of... oh crap. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you miss the jump. And also, I am not supposed to be here at this point in the game, but I just decided to anyway. Also, I do like these guys give you some more stuff. I think I'll just backstep counter this thing. Another one gonna show up? I guess not. Yeah, though this is not exactly the smartest way to go about trying to get hearts, but I'm doing it anyway. And I am using a turbo button just in case you're wondering. Because, I mean, the Castlevania games kind of warrant it. Well, fortunately, I did change one setting on OBS to make sure it doesn't overclock my CPU. And I did try before where I tried to link my what was it, my GPU to it, but then my computer just was not having it. And also, I don't really think OBS was I don't think it had the proper plugin for it either. Yeah, you know what, while we're here, let's just go ahead and farm here. I bet. Unfortunately, we just get to whack zombies. And this is probably the best spot to go ahead and find them. And the good news is experience is actually a little bit easier to come by in this game too. So now we do have enough for the or for that chain whip, which is good, because then that's going to make killing things an awful lot easier. And then the best we're going to be able to do is the flame whip. And then for better or worse, we do have to stick with a chain whip for a pretty long time, because I think the Morning Star would be the next upgrade. And then after that, we have to get the flame whip somewhere else. And then that's going to be the end of it. And then as for the crystals, you can go white crystal, blue crystal, or red crystal. I think the red crystal should be the last one. I mean, it has really been a while since I played this. So I know the bunch of times I played this at my cousin's house. And then also had no idea what I was doing. So there was that too. But then it's actually funny because a little bit later, I was on a emulation craze, and then let's see, the same cousin I ended up playing at or playing this game at, he was doing an internship near our house, so he was staying with us for the summer. But he was actually pretty good at a lot of these games. Like, he did manage to beat the second quest of Zelda while getting everything. And he did manage to figure this game out too. So really all we gotta do is just kill time until or until it turns to daylight again. Because we do have sufficient hearts. So we're gonna go here. And I'll take this. So the first mansion we need to go to is Berkeley, which is which is gonna be back left and then up. So that's a path I didn't take. And then that chain whip's a lot stronger. And falling into water does kill you in this game, so just remember to take that into account. And that's also a warning not to go willy-nilly jumping off of edges in the towns, because you never know when you're gonna fall in the water. Although the good news about dying in this game is you start right back to where you died. So there's like no having to start over at a certain door or anything like that in the first game. And then you're not gonna get me. So either way, welcome to Berkeley Mansion, where we needed to have the crystal equipped in order to actually see this thing. And I did choose to bypass the dagger, so that might be a bad idea. And some of these jumps are actually pretty tricky, are quite perilous. And what I'm doing here is that there are a lot of trap floors here. So I do have to slowly but surely just make my way out. I also do love this track too. And just make the read. Unfortunately, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, you get out of here. And then the good news is that time stops once you get to a mansion, so whether or not it's day or night, especially we're gonna make these jumps. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing those kind of jumps a lot, and they are definitely tricky to navigate. Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, I think I just narrowly missed that one. I know one of these is a trap and I don't know which one. It doesn't look like it's this one. Actually, I think there might be something there. Actually, I might be mistaken. Maybe the trap is here. Or is it this one? I'm just gonna go by the better safe than sorry approach. And we know you must be better safe than sorry. Although incidentally, this was actually one of my favorite Bryce Elf talkthroughs or playthroughs. That one was actually a lot of fun to watch. I think that might have been a second one too. So what we just got was the oak stake, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna need that to access one of Dracula's parts. Because I think Dracula's rib should be here. Although I think as I get them, I'm probably gonna explain like what the parts do, because you can equip them like items. Yeah, alright, which one is it? Alright, so it's... okay, it's those two. Yep. And then we'll take this. Now, it doesn't say process. That's unfortunate. But either way, we just got our hands on the rib, and what this does is that this does deflect projectiles. So we always got that going for us. But I think right now we're better off with the crystal. Just to see invisible stuff. Right. Yeah, no, I think you can actually take that for a shortcut. But there was one little tiny little thing I wanted to check first. Actually, wait, come to think of it. Yeah, I think we might have to take that way down, actually. Because I know there's one mansion, I think it's either the second or third one, where There's like this one section that's just completely a trap. That's just there just to screw with you. Oh, and also kill you a few times because there are a lot of spikes. There's so little I remember about this game. Kinda wish I could look down and see where the trap is. Yep, I screwed that up. That's kinda unfortunate. Alright, I didn't screw that one up. The heck is over here? I think there should be a clue here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, that is kind of strange I would put that there. You get out of here. I don't know. I know there's definitely a trap here. And I'm right. Oh wait, you can tell. That is good news for the both of us. Hey buddy. Now, I don't think there are any trapdoors that go... Are there any traps that go straight to the water, but you never know. Alrighty, so now that that's done with, we are one mansion down and we got ourselves a rib. So I think what we need to do is head back this way. Unfortunately, with that chain whip, we kill stuff quicker. So that is always good. And I think we just had to run. We're kind of playing a run and hit offense. Now, I definitely don't remember if there's anything. And then we're also back to where we were with that other section if you went right. I do not like small corridors in this game. Like getting trapped in tight quarters. It's like a good fighter knows when to cut the ring. You guys can all die. Or you can now die in a fire because we got ourselves a Sacred Flame. And the Sacred Flame is kind of an improvement of the Holy Water. You just throw it the same way, except that it does cost a heart to use. So that is something we do gotta take into account. Oh god, run. There's some slick dodging. Let's see, I think down there's another mansion, but I think I need to get the blue crystal first. I gotta wonder if I'm really going the right way or not. So I should be in Algebra now. And then this should be where the, where I can find a guy with a blue crystal. Let's see, how many hearts am I working with? This one we are gonna need because we do want to have garlic for, getting a silver knife. So that's gonna be pretty important. Especially because a silver knife's actually a pretty powerful weapon to have on us. But usually the golden knife's the best one, but we're not gonna get that one until much later. Let's see here. Yeah, see, we can go into the cemetery and then get the golden knife that, or the silver knife that way. See, this one should either be laurels or this should be something else kind of important. And that's actually pretty important. Now, I don't remember enough about this game to show off all the clues. Except I'm pretty sure there's somebody else who does. So, unfortunately, I can't really promise I'm going to do all that. Ah, didn't make it in time. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, so I think while we're here, what I'm gonna do is, let's see, I gotta figure out where this is. Because we gotta go into the cemetery, and then we can't make that jump, so there's, so we gotta do this. Yeah, there we are. And now we got ourselves a silver knife, and this is a huge improvement from the dagger. Even though it does cost 1 heart to use, it is a huge improvement in the sense that it does go through enemies. That's, I'm kind of hoping maybe you should show off like multiple zombies, just so I can show it off. Well, either way, I think what we're doing is yeah, I just had to wait on that one. But either way, that's the silver knife for you. Because there should be a guy, once daylight breaks, there should be a guy waiting to trade a white crystal for a blue one. Now, the good news is I should have a decent head start on getting that morning star. And I think that's like 200 hearts maybe. I know people talk a lot about that AVGN episode with with this game, and I think the second time around he said it was a good idea, just badly executed, which kind of makes sense. So I think the one thing that would have made this game a lot more, or just a lot better, if they had some sort of in-game map that showed you where you were. But then again, I think that's a little bit too much to ask of the NES, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy II did it, but I mean, that was definitely a lot harder to do. And then you guys saw how many times I got lost in Final Fantasy III, just trying to go into certain towns. Alright, that's where the hashtag Connor GPS came from. So it should be getting daylight pretty soon. Man, I would think we should be there soon. Yeah, there we are. So I don't remember, I think this might be laurels. But I think outside of that I don't really need to go nuts with them. And what this is a temporary invincibility. Although that is actually kind of clever that they give you a list of them. Because I mean, that was actually kind of game breaking in the first one. Or not the first one, like the original one. Alright, where's the guy? Yeah, see, that's what I'm here for, so I'm just trying to find the guy that has it. Alright, awesome. That's interesting. I actually didn't know that was there. It's one of those, once again, I just don't want to take any chances type of things. Yeah, it's like this guy we already got. Yeah, I think with that said, we can just go ahead and get out of here. So we're already at level 2 now. That is definitely a good thing. And then you're out of here. So I think this is where the next mansion should be. And then that's where we have to find the lake. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter whether or not it's morning or night. Whether you go to when you go to a mansion, you get to a mansion. So let's just do this. And let's just go ahead and duck down. So which way do I... Oh yeah, let's just go out this way. Alright, now this one I definitely remember going up is a bad idea. So I think we're just gonna do this. Or not like Bryce dying all those times. I mean, that was one of the funnier parts of that, or that series. Except now I gotta figure out if this is the right place for it. And then we'll do that, and then we'll just show off the flame just because we can. Now, I'm pretty sure traps are still here. You know what, I don't like you, you get to die. I might have gone... I really hope that dude's here. And then there's these jumps. We just inch, and then jump. Inch. It's always about the inching. And then we'll take that. Yeah, I think I went here without I'm kinda thinking I was supposed to go down first. Wee. Oh god. That did not work. Do not hit me with a bone, please. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking I need to go over here to get the steak. Jumping. That is not crap. Oh, that was terribly executed on my part. Man, I wouldn't put it past me to get a game over in this game. Alright, so one of the traps are here. I don't remember which one. Oh, that worked out. Yes, I will invest. Are getting a good return on investment in that one. Oh, that was weird. I don't remember that thing being able to take you with it. Alrighty, so I think what we need to do now is that I really hate to lose all those hearts. Even though unfortunately it looks like that's gonna be the case. Especially if I can't figure out my jumping. Because you do have some pretty clunky jumping in this game, as I mentioned. And then that inch. Didn't inch enough. Or maybe centimeter it. Depending on where you live. So now all I gotta do is just make sure I just drop down. I think I can just fall straight. Wonderful. So I know I've seen in some like tool assisted speedruns like how they get like glitch through the wall and stuff like that. And we now possess Dracula's heart. We are gonna need that to take the ferry to go somewhere else to one of the other mansions. So that's something that's gonna be pretty important. Oh yeah, I forgot that happens. Every time you end up getting a new body part, you have to re-equip the stuff. Alright, see, so there's gotta be... just gotta manage here. That's the second time I fell for that. Best game. Now, I'm not gonna take any chances. I think I'm just gonna take the stairs. Once again, not taking the chances. Especially there's this jump. Yeah, what? I don't like you. And your attitude with your jumping. Kinda don't really know where I was going with that, but anyway, so that's 2 mansions down, so we're actually making some pretty decent progress here. Got to outrun the ceiling. And then of course we gotta do this now. Oh jeez, that was close. It's almost like, what, my third death already? Because first one was just a mistake on my part because I didn't know where the floor was. And then second time I screwed up a jump. Even though I would much rather... Or I said I would much rather get the Morning Star before I end up getting a game over. So I think what I gotta do now is I gotta backtrack all the way to the, or just all the way to the beginning now. So I think we pretty much already ran our course. I think there was another hint that said where to find the flame. And then also to uncover some of the clues you do have to use holy water. And just break like certain parts of the wall. Oh, right idea, wrong execution. I think I'll probably take my chances here. So me taking my chances with a mystery wall. Well, we're already on 3 days though. I think I get like 7 days before you get the middle ending. Or maybe it might have been 5. I mean, usually the middle ending is considered the normal one. Oh, crap. So either way, thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna backtrack all the way to the beginning, and then I'm probably gonna call it a stream there. That's I gotta check my time. Well, fortunately I do have the day off tomorrow, so at least I got that going for me. Let's see here, so we should be getting pretty close here. Yeah, that should be the first area. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a little bit trickier without or without the with only 2 laurels. That's what I meant to say. I don't even know if I found one clue yet, have I? What does this guy tell us? Oh yeah, that thorn whip. I mean, don't get me wrong, the thorn whip is pretty decent, but you're probably better off just saving up for the chain whip. Let's see, so 42, it's about midnight now. Probably doesn't matter. Let's see what we got here. So I think first thing we gotta do is get this up. And then you do have to be standing completely still in order to deflect particles. Or projectiles. I don't know where I got particles from. Just like so. Don't know if this is gonna be enough, is it? Alright, just made it. Then those guys will get a little bit quicker. So, if we equip the heart. Unfortunately, we got that going for us. And then here we are at, I forget which one this is. So I know if you have the eye equipped, you could, actually see, like, where the clues are. But right now, I got no idea where these are. Hey, will you knock it off? So let's see here. I know that this place has a lot more climbing up and down. So that's something that is going to cause problems here. So we just gotta be careful with this. So then, let's see, what part should we, go with here? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find the, it's not the eyeball, I forgot what it was. So we already got his heart and his rib, I think that's, his ring. I think that might be this part. Even though, like I said, it's really been a long time since I played this. Either way, you can... Ah, crap. I'm going to die here. Of course, I had that crystal equipped instead. Wow, that was close. Kinda thought I was dead after that. Get the flame up. And the good news about using the flame is that you can stun lock people. So at least we got that going for us. Yeah, that's what I want. So I know that well, that took some strategy. Even though I do know one of the clues is here. That's actually pretty helpful. And now there was the 30 holy water scene. Which of course we blame Brycel for that. Yeah, it's probably gonna die and get a game over here. gotta be something here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, though, thanks for telling me what a trap is. Yep, gotcha. Now, at the very least, I want to get out of here before I get that game over. I know it's happening, I just gotta... Oh, hey, Death. Let's see what I want to use on you. Yeah, really with Death, all you want to do is just get him in a bad spot and then just whip him till he dies. Okay, you're gonna die anytime soon, buddy. Now we got ourselves a golden knife. Now this does cost like 3 hearts to use, I think, but definitely a hell of a lot more powerful. Anybody gotta show up? Now I got Dracula's eyeball, which I think, yeah, what else do we even have left? I know we have the ring, that's one of them. And then... Oh, his Fang, I think that's the last one. Now, that's why you need the golden knife for everything. Because a good thing about the golden knife is that you can, or once it hits an enemy, it keeps hitting them. That's like, I'm not thinking, is there anything hidden here? Well, that would have been nice. A little bit of wishful thinking on my part. But as I was saying, with a golden knife, you can, oh, that's a weird glitch. That once you hit an enemy, they keep getting hit till they eventually die. And the good news is I'm always getting like these 5 hearts, so I can always just do it that way. And we'll take that. I'm kind of thinking, since I'm so close to getting a game over, I might as well... Whoopsie. Since I'm so close to getting a game over, I might as well get another oak steak. Cause if I get hit like maybe 2 more times, I'm dead. I might as well just get another one before I get that game over. Because mansions really are not the best place to grind for hearts. And then let's use that. Yep, there I go. Oh, I actually do like this game over theme. It's short and to the point. Now, that is convenient, isn't it? And then there we are with no hearts. Well, that was weird. That's even weirder. Ah, no, this game had a lot of weird things going on for it. Or I should say, going on against it. One of these has to be a trap. Gotta had to yeet that one. Fortunately, that worked out my way. Alright, idea not executed the best. Now execute. So it turns out I think what we gotta do is just make sure go over there. Well, that somehow worked out for the time being. Well, never mind, that was a bad idea. One of those things you really don't want to take chances with them. Well, fortunately, we're doing a little bit better on that front. So I think what I need to do is I need to backtrack here. Just a little bit. That's a decent 50-cent song. Because this time we don't need to show him the heart. So I'm kind of thinking that other spot just goes straight to the cemetery. And that's just in case you missed anything, you end up going there. Although I am wondering if I did this all prematurely. Oh, well, that's good. So I know that graveyard's actually kind of important. This is Aldra. Don't remember if there's really anything else that's important here. Yeah, I think we had to use that garlic again to get that one. Alright, this isn't the duck to live longer. Cause I think that's what they meant when they said duck to live longer. I don't know, that was one of those things that made no sense in the original game. I think I might have went to Bram Mansion a little bit too early. I think outside of that, I don't really need anything else here. Or hopefully this is some more laurels. Yeah, I don't think I have the money for that anyway. So I think what we need to do is we need to go to that graveyard and then yeah, actually we can still get this. What was over here then? Well, hopefully it was just laurels. just continue whipping. That's where you need this. Yeah. Alright, good. Just keep up that way. Keep on keeping on. I know one of these goes to the right place in the graveyard, and then that's where I gotta get the whoopsie, and then that's where I gotta get the bag. And the good thing about the silk bag is that it does allow you to store more garlic and more okay, we're gonna be doing this now. It does allow you to store more garlic and more laurel, so that's always good. That's one of the reasons you want the silk bag. Even though there is no such thing as a graveyard duck. And I'll just go ahead and whip this thing. Okay, can you not with this? Where is it? I think that should be it. Yeah, there we are. Now, the good news about getting the bag is that, I think we can store it to 8. And garlic can stop monsters too, who knew? I actually did not know that. Now the question is, should I keep going to, okay, well that kinda answered the question for me. So I gotta go back and heal now. Then have your greasy grasping hands. Well, I guess I gotta do it this way. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is just go to town, then I'm probably gonna call it a stream there. It's already getting kinda late. Then again, I did start the stream pretty late and then just had a bunch of technical issues. Oh jeez, get there. Okay, that's how we gotta do this. Fortunately, we got fire. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna go to the church now. Because we kind of have to, because we only got like 2 lines of health left. Although there is a church here, right? Really hoping there is. Alright, I think if it's not, it's probably all the way at the top. Yes, we definitely needed that. So I think with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream now. That's because it's already 12:30. So either way, let's see, I think I'll be back at this maybe Thursday night. Because I think I want to finish off Final Fantasy II tomorrow. Or Wednesday, one of those two. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do that tomorrow. And then, for better or worse, I gotta work early Thursday. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday. So, I mean, depending on the crowd, I might be able to pick this back up on Tuesday, but it's probably more likely gonna be on Thursday. I think with all that said, thank you guys for watching. And see, yeah, I think with that said, I'll just see you guys next time.